Hi, everybody. I'm Alice K. Ruckelhaus from SufferingWell, and we've been talking about using images to help you stay focused in your prayer. Now, maybe you are more inspired by the resurrection, and that's a good thing to be inspired by too. My life verse is Ephesians 3:20. God is able to do exceeding abundantly beyond all that we ask or even imagine, according to the power that works within us. And what's that power? That's the resurrection power. Okay, so that goes along with centering down really well too, because we're receiving something from God that comes with the power of the resurrection. It's like I can say, okay, Lord, I give you my finances, and yeah, I accept your provision, but I'm not really sure that you have the power to take care of me. No, he has the power to take care of me. And so if I'm looking at a picture of the resurrection, I could see how that would be very faith building too. The pictures of Jesus suffering show more of his compassion and mercy and love for me. And that's usually what I think that I have the hardest time grasping. So that's why those pictures would probably be more helpful to me. But if your problem is, or I shouldn't say problem, but your challenge is believing that God has the power to do those things for you, then the resurrection might be a better picture, or maybe a picture of the feeding of the 5,000, or Jesus walking on the water, or even Peter walking towards Jesus on the water, reminding you to keep your eyes on him. But you see, you get kind of the idea of how those props could help you. And I want to say one other thing too. This is really, really important. All of these are just pictures, including the crucifix. They are not like, it's not an idol. This is not Jesus. This is a symbol of Jesus. It's a picture. It's a reminder. It helps me when I'm looking at it, and I'm looking at it, I'm praying. I'm not praying to this. I'm praying to God. I'm praying to Jesus. So just make sure that you're doing that, because praying to this or praying to a picture would be idolatry, and it would be heresy, whether you're Catholic or Protestant, either one. So, I just wanted to mention that, because sometimes people, so there's somebody that I know who was raised with a very strong biblical background and ended up in a cult. And he said, and I was very close to him, he said that we were in a Foursquare church, Pentecostal church, that we worshiped the cross. And I was like, no, we didn't. But then I realized nobody taught him that we're not worshiping the cross. We're looking at that as a reminder of what Jesus did, as a symbol. So it's just really important. I just want to make sure that that's clear, that if you use any of these pictures or a crucifix or a tapestry or what have you, or even a statue, those are not the item. They are not the person that you're worshiping. They are just a symbol. They're there to help you remember and to focus. Now, for Catholics, this is going to be a little bit different than for Protestants. For Catholics, you can take these things and have them be blessed by the priest. And so then they've been set aside. They've been, I don't think consecrated is the right word, but they have been blessed in order to be something specifically to help you in your worship and to help you receive the graces that God wants to give you. So that's the only thing that I would say is a little bit different for Catholics than for Protestants. So any of those things that you use, Catholics, that you use to worship or to help draw you to Christ, be sure that you have those blessed by your priest, because that's like a special prayer that he makes over it to say, God, please set this aside as something that will help this person to draw closer to you. So that's the only thing that is different in this whole video for Catholics and Protestants. Otherwise, I think all of this applies to any of us Christians. So anyway, I hope that was helpful. If you have any questions, or if you have like a favorite picture or something that you think would be especially helpful in staying focused as you're centering down or praying at all, go ahead and, like, if you can find it online, put the link down in the comments below, because that way other people can look through those and go, because if something I showed didn't quite strike you, then maybe something that somebody else has posted down there would really resonate with you. So be sure to look down in those comments and click on the different links and see what people have found. If you want to put a picture in there, you can just put the link to the picture if you want. But if you would like to explain like how that would help you in this whole exercise of centering down, that would also be really, really cool, really helpful. All right. I love you all. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.